They're like this big, dude. Dummy. I didn't know you could make a soup out of it, though. Can anybody verify that? The Northeast. And then he's like, oh, it's the East. And he's like, oh, what's Golgappa? I ain't gonna lie. You know it's gonna be good. I've never even heard of this place before, but all I gotta say is get ready, because it's got that charm, it's got the food, the people seem wonderful, and it just has that little hustle and bustle, and they do a really good job of going through and really diving into the local culture. So check it out. It's amazing. You're gonna love it. I did. Here we go.
All right, people. Namaste ji, namaste, namaste, namaste. This time from the eastern Himalayas, man. It's been a long time coming. Man, there's so many plans made over the last decade, you know, to come to the Northeast, and we never could make it. And just generally, it's so amazing to be, you know, out here in the Northeast. I should say the East. Apparently people are very particular about this. You know, this area of Darjeeling, Kalimpong, Sikkim is considered East. But anyways, we woke up, for us it is the Northeast. We woke up to the view of Kanchenjunga on one side, and you can see the entire town of Kalimpong. Just below us, we're staying at this beautiful colonial hotel. It took us 4 whole days to reach here, and the roads from all the way from Manali all the way till Gorakhpur, oh my God, like full on expressways, 6-way highway, 6-lane highways, and just very foggy in the early mornings, also very polluted, but super fast, man, 120 kilometers per hour. We reached Gorakhpur in no time. And then from Gorakhpur to Siliguri, all along Bihar, the roads were really bad. But on the bright side, that's where we actually saw like blue skies and, you know, as far as the eye could see, you know, views. Anyways, from Siliguri, we thought we'll come up to Kalimpong, rest for 2 days. And apparently people came to know that we were coming to Kalimpong, and my God, our Instagram feed, I mean, DMs just went crazy with invitations from everyone. And Bhati and I were like, okay, man, I think we will need to shoot this place. This time around with this series, we've told ourselves, you know, everything needn't be cinematic, you know. Sometimes you need to let the experience happen to yourself.
100%.
We're going to be meeting somebody called Praveen, who is one of the organizers of the Koledai festival. But before the festival, let's just explore Kalimpong, man. There's so many people who actually know us. This surprised us crazy, man. So let's go, man. Let the experience happen to us. Let's not dictate the experience. Let's go.
I like these guys. They were recommended to me by Prady Uteb. Leaves a lot of comments on my stuff, so thanks. They seem pretty cool.
All right, guys, we are walking through the very famous Syndicate. There's an entire song written by Vipul Chetri over here. Oh man, it's a beautiful song. And it's about this this taxi stand. Yeah, it's actually a taxi stand where he, I think, sees a girl, and he's going to Sikkim and she's going to Siliguri, and it's a beautiful song. You guys should hear it. It's called Syndicate. By Vipul Chetri.
Old
Vipul Chetri.
colonial time buildings, you know? They remind me so much of like townside in Bombay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some thupa. New kind of thupa for us.
Yeah, it's one of the, I think, oldest and very popular place in Kalimpong, known as Nima restaurant. दिनुस् न हामीलाई दुईटा थुक्पा दुईटा मोमो दिनुस् थुक्पा के को दिनु
I love how the same dish, as it moves through different parts, like just keeps.
Those look like dumplings. But I know there's a lot of Asian influence in China and Tibet and Nepal stuff, so food looks good. I ain't gonna lie.
Modifying and morphing into something new. That's so cool. Well, the momo was completely different from the one we're used to, because our momo skins are like the thin one, whereas this had the like a bread like the timo kind
like
of texture, but stuffed like a bao. And even the thupa was different, obviously because it's pork, but also like the textures and all, they were like raw onion and carrots and things, which for us is like very different. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Like
watering.
It's so cool how the same dish transforms as it moves across different regions.
There's my friends.
Who is this cutie?
Hey, puppy.
So different your face is my momo.
ये जो पेड़ है ना, पेड़ तो नहीं है, एक तो बुश होता है,
Handmade
ये 10
paper
to 15
factory.
फीट हाइट का होता है। इसको हम लोग बोलता है अर्गिली। एक्चुअली इसका बोटानिकल नेम है डैपने एजवर्थिया। तो उसका ब्रांच हम लोग काट देता है, काटने के बाद ये छिलका ऐसे ही निकाल देता है। निकालने के बाद फिर साफ कर बाहर का वैसे सुखाना
I don't
पड़ेगा,
have any
वो
subtitles.
सुखाना पड़ेगा।
Can somebody
और
tell
ये
me what
जो
they're saying?
छिलका है ना, ये भी काम
Let me try to
में लग
narrate.
जाएगा। क्या बोलता है, कैरी
So you
बैग
pull this bark
बनाता है।
off of this particular
तो
tree.
कुछ वेस्ट नहीं
ये।
जाता फिर।
बॉईल करके सॉर्टिंग करके धोकर वो पल्प लाता है ना, तो
And
इसमें
you
डाल देता
pulverize it in
है।
this
चॉपिंग
machine,
करने के बाद
and it turns it into
इसको
like this
ऐसे पल्प
pulp.
बन जाता है।
Okay.
ये पल्प
Am I
हम
close?
लोग इधर लाकर बैट में डाल देता है। 1 बकेट पल्प, ग्लू, वाटर,
So
रोजिन
in one
मिक्स
bucket you
कर
put the
दिन भर में 150
the glue.
150
pulp.
तक वो लोग बनाएगा, पेस्ट बनाए। और ये पेपर में आपको
Oh,
बहुत
cool.
मजबूत, ड्यूरेबल, लॉन्ग लास्टिंग होता है वो पेपर। बहुत हल्का,
Wow.
एकदम स्ट्रॉन्ग पेपर होता है, इसमें कीड़ा शीरा नहीं
Oh, and they
लगता
make
है।
books.
अगर कोई इंटरेस्टेड है तो हम लोग ट्रेनिंग भी देगा, सिखाते भी देगा। अगर कोई फैक्ट्री खोलने से हम लोग मदद भी कर देगा। सब
अगर किसी को आपके साथ
Dude, I love handcrafted stuff. That was so awesome.
आके सिर्फ सीखना है, वर्कशॉप करना है,
बहुत आया है, सिखाकर चला गया।
Okay. So smooth. There are so many people, like young people, who are trying their hands at handicrafts and, like, you know, working with things. I think
Yeah.
this would be a great paper for a great place for some of you to come in, source your raw materials,
100%,
and don't
dude.
let this art form
100%.
like
That's
just
so cool.
die out with sir.
Next, we are going to the Kalimpong Haat. Haat is a market, right?
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
takes place on Wednesdays and
Saturdays.
Saturdays. So apparently there's a
street
lot of
market.
local food, like it's something. Let's go check it out.
You know it's gonna be good. Oh yeah.
I think this looks like their sabzi mandi, like their vegetable market. Everywhere,
like a little
I've been
farmer's
seeing
market.
these huge piles of the Dali chilies.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous because like a whole year of growing them, that's all I could get.
And look over here.
It's like tomato.
Oh, those
Look
are
at that
chilies. They
gajar.
look like little tomatoes.
That's what you draw when you're as a kid, like, you know? What's it called?
Lipid. ये किस चीज से बनता है?
lipids.
सूजी आटा का. हाँ.
Sujia.
These are like hand-rolled noodles tossed in like this really nice spicy sauce. I don't know, Shezwani types, if you know.
That looks good.
Indian Shezwan type, but it's yum. It's got a nice kick to it for sure. It's like
I
pasta.
like spicy
Yeah,
food.
but it's one of those Golgappa kind of things.
Oh yeah, even though it's spicy, you keep going back
you
for
want to
more.
keep eating more. Yeah.
You're like,
What's Golgappa? He said, well, one of those Golgappa type of things. What's Golgappa?
you can't stop.
Let me know in the comments.
ये रागी है, कोदरा रागी होता है. हाँ हाँ. ओ मक्की का दलिया. ये खुद बनाते हैं. ओ बढ़िया. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? पम्बी बोलते हैं, है ना? मुझे एक प्लेट देंगे? It's like
Watermelon?
these cubes made out of moong dal, na? Moong
Moondal.
dal ko they process it, and how we have ping, na, the glass noodles. So with the same substance.
Oh, it's a jelly made out of the left behind residue after making glass noodles, or ping. Ha. So maybe they're kind of jello-y or gelatinous.
This is made.
Oh.
Yum! The texture is
Oh
so
my
good.
god. This is what I call laughing killer.
This is addictive.
This is
dangerously
super
addictive.
Even Lipid was nice. But this,
The texture of this is bang on. Dami. Dami. क्या बोलते हैं आपके भाषा में इसको? Morza. We call it pap back home in Himachal. But it's the yeast that is used to ferment the local alcohol. 2 दिन भिगा के रखो, फिर बीजना. These are broad bean seeds. I'm gonna try and grow them in Manali.
Broad beans. I grow Chinese long green beans in my backyard, in my garden. Broad beans. Those are some big beans. They're like this big, dude.
I don't know whether it'll be successful or not, but let's see.
This
Look
is
at
a
the
cool
size
market.
of this avocado. कैसे दे रहे आप avocado इधर? 250 किलो का. So Kalimpong was an important, what do you say, like a pit stop hub on the trade route between India and China. Even though they call it the Silk Route, but I think primarily they were trading in wool.
No, yeah, I know. Even in Himachal, like all the stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like the Tibetan stuff, like pap and like all this, all the like agarbattis and all. A lot of shit came from
here.
From Kalimpong. Basically.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
Okay,
That's
so that
interesting.
was Kalimpong hut. Somebody in Himachal needs to start this lipir and pumpy. Bro, it kills laughing. Seriously.
Is he right? Can anybody verify that? Let me know in the comments.
Okay, so this morning we met up with a subscriber of ours, Sadbhavna. She's from Kalimpong, and she's brought us to this beautiful place called Bhutapara, which is a meditation retreat center. And we're going to be spending the morning with her, and she's just going to show us around. So yeah.
So this place is like a Buddhist institute. It took like 14 years to make this place.
Okay.
And there's this Japanese architect called Yasuda Kenji, who is the architect of this place.
What all kind of
Super
activities
zen,
happen
you know?
over here?
A lot of
Everything's in
workshops like
balance.
painting tankas and photography, film, everything is like.
Okay, so
part
it's
of
not
the-
just limited to meditation.
Yeah. They even have like dorms here where you
Oh,
can
cool.
stay for a couple of days.
Okay.
Well, that's
Yeah,
a
and
nice.
meditate.
It's a nice
Oh,
facility.
that's lovely. Have you ever spent time over here?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Nice, interesting.
Oh, super peaceful there.
I love that.
I have wind chimes in my backyard. It's super nice.
Hi.
Another fan, maybe?
Of course.
Hi. This looks like maple, no, baby, is
Yeah,
it?
maple.
Be maple only.
Yeah.
Some version.
This place has such a
Japanese
university
maple, maybe?
vibe. Like almost like an international university.
Yeah.
Like we are not even in the
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
What's life like in Delhi for you?
It's polluted.
Polluted.
Well, it's polluted. Is Delhi really polluted? I mean, she says it is. I don't know if she just lives in a polluted area, but let me know in the comments.
Like, what was the shift like from here to there?
It was very chaotic, like because I'm so used to walking and just being free in that sense. But just to go to a like close by mall or somewhere else, you have to take the auto or you can't just walk around.
Do you see yourself coming back to Kalimpong long term in life?
Definitely. Yeah, it's something that I would want to do it for myself. Not live in the city, come back to my own hometown. Yeah.
What do you say for yummy? You can use dami also for it. And ramro.
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 Ramro
Dami.
is like nice. Dami is like wow.
Too good.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dami. I like Dami. Wow. It's peaceful there.
So this afternoon we've come to this restaurant called Cloud9. It's run by Praveen and his partner Ishita. We met Praveen earlier yesterday, and she's prepared like a really good
Kalimpong
Nepali
cheese.
feast for us, and I just can't wait to dig in. It smells so good.
Okay, so this is your stinging nettle soup. So this is like made just by boiling it in water, and then we later on temper it with garlic and butter. So this
Stinging nettle.
I think
I know stinging nettle. I've run into a lot of it when I'm out hiking or fishing or something like that. I didn't know you could make a soup out of it though. Interesting.
it's world famous Nepali aloo dum. So it's just like made with dalle khorsani, the local dalle chili that we have. And this is like because Kalimpong, obviously, like you're here, so it's a confluence of all the different communities. So just to include them, so I've made like chicken with your celery, and this is your churpi chutney. So churpi is basically like I would say like a soft ricotta cheese. I would say like that's
Really?
a very basic I would say. But then I've made it
It's
with
cute too.
dalle, garlic,
It's like a little
and a little bit of dill. So dill is in season right now, so I've mixed dill with it.
That's awesome.
And this is your smoked buff. So which we do it at home. Like this is the one that I made it yesterday. So I've cooked it for you all today. Yeah.
Smoked buff? Like smoked buffalo? Like beef jerky or like buffalo jerky or something?
Yeah.
It looked good.
Yum.
All of it looks good. It all looks dummy.
So good. I don't think I've tasted anything like that in my life. We have similar ingredients, but we don't combine them in the same ways. And I love how like different people use the same things and it tastes completely different.
Yeah.
So good.
This is the basti rice, which is typically the local rice and corn rice steamed and tossed in little sesame oil. Then we have the
Corn
soybean.
rice.
We eat a lot of soybean here. We ferment it, we snack on it, like we boil, and this is our version of just tossed with some chili oil. Chicken Nepali style, some local veggies, pak choy and carrot. Then we have the fing salad. Kalimpong is known for this glass noodles. It's made during winters, and the residue is used to make this jelly-like thing,
The one
which
they
is
eat at
cut
the
into
market.
cubes and tossed into spices, which we call fambi, and we normally snack on it, like it's found on the street side. This is jhol momo, steamed dumplings, where we've added like a sesame and peanut gravy on top. That's the jhol. The skin, we've used buckwheat today to make the skin for the jhol momo. And then these are
Look at the
regular
spread.
steamed dumplings tossed in spices and a very humble mushroom soup.
Awesome.
Yeah, and yes, of course, the churpi salad. Churpi is a local cheese which is available here, and just some local veggies.
There was so
Nice.
much of Kalimpong we didn't see. The monasteries, the viewpoints, the famous spots, the history everyone tells you not to miss. And yet, we missed none of it. Because right at the start, we made a quiet promise to not dictate the experience, but to let the experience lead us.
I
And in
love
doing
that.
so, Kalimpong opened itself to us in ways we never imagined.
I love that.
It wasn't a checklist, it was a feeling. There was real human connection. Conversations that lingered, food that felt like home, art that spoke without even trying too hard. It was overwhelming in the best way, almost as if we weren't visitors at all, but old friends returning after a long time. If this is
that's
just
wonderful.
the beginning of our journey through the East, we can only wonder how the rest will unfold. Kalimpong, you didn't just welcome us, you claimed a piece of our heart. And we know this for sure,
That's
we will
awesome.
return.
And don't be a hater, be a motivator. I will see you on the next one. Later. Bye.